have a raid, actually. There we go. It seems to take longer and longer to get things actually going. I think we are up and running. There we go. Let's try and put that away and say welcome in, everybody. Lovely to see you. Sandra, Jerry, Andrew, hope you're good. Telepathy, Renoir, Sue and Linz. Mod Squad and peeps in the house. How are we doing? Rock type. No, let's not do that. So, Magnemite Spot Hour very well might be tonight, but we're actually going to kick things off with the Xerneas raid, and over the next hour or so, we can just shiny grind a little bit, see how things go, and also let's have a chat about the brand new season that got announced earlier today, and that is dropping September the 3rd, which is very exciting. I've got to be honest. Apparently this duck is also very excited. I'm going to find a shady spot so I'm not being blinded. There we go. Max Floof, lovely to see you. CeeLo in the house. How's it all going? We get a snazzy new regional. Exactly, Jerry. We actually get a regional in the UK. I'm still trying to get used to its name, but I'm sure we'll get there eventually. And I think it's worth trying to plan something for that. Something perhaps nice and special. Let's send out some invites to the Patreon squad peeps. Got to save a lot for those trades, so we're going to make sure over the next however many weeks. I'm hoping it's somewhat available, but the first capture has to be done. There are a couple of places in the UK that seem fitting for wherever it is, Stone Ledge, or I don't know the name of it. It's the thing, I don't know Gen 8 apart from kind of the generic ones that have already been in the game. So there's quite a lot that's coming into the game. Obviously we have the, what is it, Go Max or Go Big or something like that event that's actually starting later in September, which will bring Dynamax properly into the game. We have a little bit of a welcome event at the beginning of the season with, honestly, shiny Wooloo and Squovet. Fantastic to see those things finally back in the game in the wild after 3 years. Let's not forget that. The first time that Wooloo and Squovet were put into the game was 2021. Can you believe it? Actually crazy. I see Sammy's in the chat. Lovely to see you. Alicia K, lovely to see you as always. Hope you're good. And yeah, and it may be 6 o'clock, but we're going for a Xerneas raid first up. We'll do a little check of the Magnemite first. I think the last time I actually got a shiny Magnemite very well might be Las Vegas. After the Hoenn tour, we actually got the Shadow Shiny at Las Vegas Airport. That very well might be it. I like Magnemite. It's a good Pokemon, very good budget electric type. Magnezone, got some place. It's got the Shadow variants, of course. Fantastic. So let's take this all down and have a crack on with it. Anything from the ticket I got you, or do I need to wait for the video? I did do a massive screen recording yesterday evening because you know the little research thing that pops up when you restart the game, that glitch where it gives you that little animation? That happened, and then it auto-claimed one of the bits on the ticket, which was really annoying. So then I saw the Elekid, and I was like, okay, fine. And then the encounters for the Ultra Beast came in. How did everybody do on that, by the way? I saw some very good wins online. Yeah, so I just did a massive screen recording of it. And see if I can work it into a video later. But there's been no point in, you know, this whole, like, I've honestly forgotten the name of the event. This whole weird research global challenge thing, it feels so dead. It feels like a non-event. So I was like, okay, I'll wait for 2 challenges to be complete, but it took so long to get the Team Rocket things done. I genuinely don't think that we're actually going to have much of an event right at the end. So it's almost not worth trying to do something, but because we've got the Ultra Beast encounters, I will make something possibly on Thursday. We've just got a lot of things happening at the moment. JK, thank you very much for the shiny luck. And telepathy, only encounter I got was circuitry and it was terrible. Sorry to hear, but I like the fact that they were guaranteed encounters. I did get slightly hacked off, but they seemed to be lagged to start with. So I opened my game and everyone was like, I've got 15 circuitry and all of this. And yeah, my other half opened up and said, I've got 13 circuitry to check. And I opened up mine and I had 1 katana and 5 necrosma. I was like, I raided over 100 circuitry. You telling me I didn't get a single catch card? But then I restarted the game a few times and it finally brought in 13, which was nice. So there's all of those to go through, but 2101, that would be a hundo katana. Funny we're talking about that one. Mike Griffin, lovely to see you. Hope you're all good, dude. And I saw you comment on the video, so don't worry. Tomorrow raid hour will be on point. Sue with the final strike, fantastic. And oh, I forgot the AR mode on. I honestly didn't fix that. I did not fix that. Don't tell me that that's going to be a problem for the entirety of Spotlight Hour. What's the encounter for the egg? So the egg research, if we get the 20 million eggs hatched, we unlock the Elekid with the background, which would be nice. So, oh, on a 5k, speaking of egg hatches, Vanillite, fantastic. I'm really welcoming the egg switch up with some of the 5ks are going to have the Gen A starters in them, which is great. Dreepy is going to be in 10ks, which is fantastic. Love that pseudo legendary. Okay, before we go, how do I stop this AR thing? Like, seriously, it's going to be every single encounter. I thought I'd sorted it out, but apparently I haven't. How do I sort this out? Seriously. Because everything's turned off. It shouldn't be doing this. By the way, Cicatrix, lovely to see you, dude. 28 Ultra Bees last night, 1 Buzzwole shiny from it. Nice. Very nice. Press always, maybe. It's the fact that it doesn't allow me to do anything. Like, I either have to open one of the apps or something. So I thought I cleared this after the finishing of last time when I accepted some bits and pieces, but apparently not. It's just very irritating. Maybe if I turn on AR mode and then turn it off, or break the game somehow. Oh, yeah, look at that, the game crashed. I broke the game, people. Fantastic. Simple switch to iPhone. You may be on the money with that one, because we're actually trying to sort out maybe switching to streaming on iPhone. We'll lose the face cam, but honestly, the stuff that comes with this Samsung these days is awful. Like, what does it want from me? Seriously. Okay, I'm going to pause the stream for 1 moment. Okay. Pause the stream for a moment and see if I need to go into Samsung and change some of these settings. I thought I'd sorted this out, so I'll be back in a moment, people. Ah, I fixed it. I fixed it. Look, I've sorted it out. Even though I'd updated various things and pressed yes, hey, let's have some whatever AR functionality through Google, it required me to do it again. Thank God for that, so we can actually go ahead and catch some Magnemite. We're going to check one more and knock off about 5. Also, if you've just seen on X, they've posted leap, swing and step into adventure during Go All Out event, which is the thing that kicks off the new season on the 3rd. So honestly, I don't see much happening with this Magnemite Spotlight, to be honest. There's too much hype for this new season and everything going on, seriously. I am very, very excited. Brand new set of Pokemon, all kinds of good stuff. So we're obviously... Ooh. So it seems that we're getting 4 of the new Pokemon. We're getting the starters, which is really cool. Be interesting to see how they play out in the game. And of course, Dreepy, which is the pseudo-legendary dragon of Gen 8. And honestly, having played Scarlet and Violet and seeing that thing pop in, I love that evolution line and how it evolves into, I think it's Dracopult. And how that Pokemon actually looks and how it battles in game is so cool. So that coming into the game, it shows you bonuses are 2 times XP for catching and evolving Pokemon, which is kind of good. New Pokemon encourages us to all go out there, catch them, trade them and evolve them. However, we have some interesting ones. New pools of eggs. And it seems that in the 7 kilometer egg pool, they're trying to make an event of it. But maybe it's only these Pokemon. So, from the 3rd of September to the 10th, this is the thing. We have Galarian Meowth, Galarian Ponyta, Galarian Slowpoke, Galarian Farfetch, Galarian Zigzagoon, Galarian Darumaka, Galarian Stunfisk, and Galarian Yamask, all shiny in those 7 kilometer eggs. The Gen 8 starters and some more in 5 kilometer eggs, and Dreepy and some more are in the... Oh! Shiny Magnemite. Look, we're not even trying. Not even trying, and we bag a shiny. Check it out. Shiny Magnemite, 9 minutes into the spotlight hour, and that is pretty damn fire. It's a great shiny. Absolutely fantastic. Shame that its final stage in Gen 4, Mangler Zone, isn't anywhere near as good as the first 2 from Kanto, but this is cool. Mike, thank you very much for the super chat, my friend. Just a little something for you, mate. Appreciate that. Really do appreciate the support. It's very, very kind of you. Look at that. It's the wrong way around for PvP, but who really cares? So we had about 1,300 XL candy. 7,082. That's awesome. When was the last time I even got a shiny? What was it? 7,082. Let's go. Check the Pokédex and we'll go and see all Magnemite. And, God, the last time I had one, actually... Awesome Sinnoh. There we go. We were in a party. We were at Long Beach with Sue, Francesco and Ian in a party, and we got a random Magnemite there. So LA Sinnoh. That's actually really funny because it was Sinnoh, and then we scroll back, and this was for Las Vegas. Hoenn was the Shadow Shiny in 2023. So there we go. It's been that long since getting a Magnemite shiny. In the bag it goes after like 15 checks. That's real nice. The Drips V, I'm seeing MTG Banana, lovely to see you in stream. So, getting back to this thing. So, this event, this is starting on the 3rd, so this is next Tuesday, people, which will have a spotlight hour for. And I'm really wondering if they're going to give us a Generation 8 spotlight hour, maybe for Wooloo. That could be really cool. Collection challenges are going to reward encounters with Wooloo, which is nice to see. Wild encounters are looking like they're kind of Gen 8 only, and same with field research tasks. So in the wild from the 3rd of September to the 10th is going to be Grookey, Scorbunny, Scoble, Squovet and Wooloo. And Squovet and Wooloo are going to be shiny. They're great shinies. They're really, really good shinies. So that's nice to see them added. Dreepy is going to be a rare find, let's say that. And the field research tasks are the Gen 8 starters and the Gen 8 kind of common things with the new shiny. That is the Go All Out event, which is just awesome. I'm very, very hyped for this. And then the 10th of September brings in Dynamax for the first time, which is going to be epic. Already been chatting with some other creators and that sort of thing about what's going on, what can we do. It's going to be awesome. So what do we think? And also, if you know a bit more about Gen 8, share the knowledge. What was this? Elan. Mark my words, Dreepy Community Day for June 2026. Yeah, it's about time, because we've gone through, obviously, Jangmo-o, and Jangmo-o will be next year's June Community Day, and Shiny Dreepy is going to be released for Global Go Fest next year, I assume. Is it? I mean, having shiny hunted, I actually shiny hunted the mid stage, not Dreepy. I can't remember the mid stage of it, but honestly, it's real cool to see this stuff coming into the game finally. New mechanic, new wave spots to use, new places to visit, and UK getting a regional. Honestly, UK folks, what do we think? UK regional, it's kind of fitting, considering also Galar is based on the UK. They'll push Frigibacks. They'll push Frigibacks a long way back to 2027 if the game's still going at that point. That's the thing. Honestly, bit of Gen 8. It's been a long time since having any Gen 8 stuff. So long. Do we think now that Dreepy's in the game, do we think that they'll switch them around? Oh, fighting grunt. Could this be the elusive Timber? Let's find out, people. This isn't really a Magnemite spotlight out, but hey, we can all have a chatter about things, and honestly, I'm so hyped. Oh, it is a Timber. Oh my days, that's rare. Let's go. My Pokemon storage is going to love XL Trace next season. Yes, absolutely, CeeLo. 100%. Although I'm actually really liking that, because it means that if we catch all of the new Pokemon, the new Gen 8s, that if you trade them, it's guaranteed XL for them, which is awesome. See so few Timber. Yes, same, Sue. Absolutely the same. I think I said it on my 24-hour grind. It feels like it's 85% Makuhita, or 80% Makuhita, 15% the Chop, which is cool, can be Shadow Shiny, and then 5% of the time it's Timber. It's so difficult to find it. I think we'll get, now that Dreepy's in the game, I reckon they'll push that ahead of Frigibacks. Ooh, it lagged horribly, but no matter. Right, I'm going to pause in the shade, because there was another grunt around here, I want to check it. And if this thing, it's windy boosted, but I think the Hundo Shadow Timber, somebody got it, I forget. Somebody on X tagged me with it, I think. Is it 295 CP? I think, is the Shadow Hundo Timber. And this is really not it. I would love a good Shadow Timber, so I'm chasing those fighting grunts. Keep getting Machops. I don't mind a Shadow Machop, actually, to be fair. Like, yes, it's not quite as good as Shadow Conkelda. I mean, it's a damn sight better than this one. But the fact that Machop can still be Shadow Shiny is still cool. And we've got 4 10Ks going. I'm trying to help with the global challenge here, people. I realised I have the global challenge started. I wasn't hatching any eggs at all, so I thought, just why not? There we go. Could be a Duskform Rockruff and a Tuttonator. Were there any Hundos in any of those eggs? Probably not, because honestly, egg hatching is one of the, if it lags, one of the least rewarding experiences of Pokemon Go at all. Was that a Duskform one? No, it wasn't. Okay, all of those can be transferred in the bin to go. Fantastic. We can slowly pick up some eggs again. Global Challenge Spotlight. Lincoln Prime, good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah, might as well do some eggs. 7KM's all pretty weak. Yeah, that's the thing, is that really the best... I know why they've done it, it's to strategize and try and make us work through all the challenges, but genuinely, the best bonus comes with the final challenge, which we're not going to unlock at this rate until literally the last hours of the event. And we'll talk about this on the podcast tomorrow when we record it, but I'm not a fan of when an event is made using a global challenge. A global challenge should be something that leads into an event, not the sole content of it. Because at this rate, you know, there isn't really anything to go for in the game. Yes, they boosted the rocket grunts, but we've already had multiple things of boosted rocket grunts anyway. So it's kind of rinse and repeat. And yeah, I feel telepathy. I think you're right. They started out with a way too big a number. That should have been the final challenge. Really, they should have swapped it around. So it should have been, research eggs. Oh, my thing just disconnected. Some adhesive. Now, please stick. Dear God. Took a lot longer to complete the rocket challenge. Yeah, 100%. I just think it was a bad call to do 75 million grunts to start with. Really, that's a lot of grunts, and you're doing it, and oddly, and this is something I thought about when I was looking at the grunts on my home stops, because yes, they're boosted, so you're getting quite a few more of them. But the quality of the grunt that you have available these days, really, I'm only battling about 2 or 3 different things. I'm not battling the leaders at all. My rocket radars are off. So it's like, what's the point? I'm chasing fighting grunts, ice grunts, occasionally the electric grunts in case we can get shadow shiny Magnemite. And then if there can be a shadow shiny in like the normal or the water, I'll do it. The rest of them I'm not actually bothering. What should we go with? We need no, not a drill, but we need an excadrill. That's the thing we need. So we'll go with that one, and then yeah, probably a Groudon. Which one has that one? And who was Naganadel? That's what I always forget, that I'm running my 98er instead. Christian, see you in the stream there. Welcome in. Lovely to have you joining us. Oh, it is a Magnemite, so it has a shadow shiny potential for the spot hour. JK, my local community not bothering with any of it. I can't blame them, to be honest, genuinely. Because that's the thing, is that this is what Alex said on the podcast last week. I saw somebody mention the podcast earlier, actually. Shout out anybody who's listening to the podcast with Alex next on it. 185. He made a very good point, as when you look at that global challenge, you're making us all hatch 20 million eggs to then get egg bonuses so that we can hatch more eggs. Why? What's the thing? I don't understand it. And at the time I thought, why would you, what's the draw with that, really? Because the whole 7-kilometre egg pool is a bit meh. So you're like, it's not particularly enticing. The field research task may be more so, but even then, the research task that we're doing at the moment, I noticed the win a raid thing is a Sandygast. You're like, why would I go and burn a raid pass to go and get a Sandygast? Why would I do that? Anyway, we've got the Voltorb, of course, that can't be shadow shiny. That honestly seems to be my luck with grunts at the moment. Genuinely. I'll do there's a grunt I do all the time. The flying grunt. I do the flying grunt to see if I can get something from it. And I always seem to get the Staravia in the middle of it. Seriously. This thing is terrible. Love that. In the bin it goes. We do have a nice little cluster here. We've burnt 20 minutes of the spot hour. Actually, to be honest, this is how we played Mankey last week, and we got 2 shinies. Technically 3. So, flying grunt. Shall we give it a bash? Let's see. Shiny hunting today. Lovely to see you in the chat. How are you doing? So let's get a Rhyperior, and then let's go for a Mamoswine, because why the hell not? Ice moves, and I know I haven't actually buddy hearted anything, but hey, let's see if we get the old Staravia, or we're going to get Pidgey. No, it's Starly. Okay, that could be good. That could be fine. MTG banana egg. At least I did my part for the grunts. 140 eggs, not so much 3. The other thing, actually, I mean, well done, first and foremost, but the other thing with this whole challenge is the bit where you check your number changed every time I loaded the game. So there was one point where today the global challenge had started for hatching eggs, and I'd incubated 8 eggs or so, 8 5Ks. And it said I'd hatched 16 eggs. I'm like, I haven't even hatched one egg, and it's saying I've hatched some. But there were times I'm like, I've probably battled north of 150, 200 grunts or so over the course of the event. And it came out and said, you've done 7 grunts. And I've done 7 grunts in like the last 2 hours. What are you talking about, game? Very strange. But I can let this mediocre Global Challenge event slide, to be honest, because what's coming up in the next season is far more hype, and I'd rather Niantic and the people there put their weight and effort behind the new stuff than this, the rehashing of things. And look at that, we didn't actually get the Shadow Shiny potential for Gligar. Let's get that caught. I should probably do a route, but a route at this point, that might be ambitious. See? Dead. 1 star. Throw it away. And let's add in... I don't wish to create a route. I wanted to actually activate one. Thank you. Not going to the shopping centre. We're going to do this one. Good stuff. Let's give it a bash and see how it goes, shall we? And the route was paused. What a surprise. Honestly. Instantly paused. Fantastic. Love the Valor, oh yeah, the backgrounds. It's a nice little touch that they've added them in, but did anybody have the issue, what was it, yesterday? I think I did. Sue definitely did, I saw on X. Where it gave the backdrop, it has the split screen thing when you catch the Pokemon, it gives you that, it says, look, you've got a backdrop, but it never appeared. That's how it was for mine. It's just another thing, another glitch. Whatever. I think the score on the page indicates which place you are with your friends list, not how many you've done. I don't think so. Just for a fact, I was not 7th out of everybody on my friends list, because there were people who've done like 500 grunts or something over the course of the days without getting a ban, which is great. Had to restart the game, Sue first. Yes, had to restart the game a couple of times to make it actually work. It was kind of one of those things. Christian asking about Shadow Cresselia. Yes, there was a video up on the channel covering Shadow Cresselia and me picking it up so you guys don't have to waste your Super Rocket Radar. Like everybody else was making sure they save it, which is the right play, to be honest, because Shadow Cresselia, not good. Come on. Houndoom, not too bad. V2 Osata, good to see you in the chat. If it was accurate, then everybody else's numbers were very wrong on my friends list, because I definitely wasn't in the 6th or 7th position at one point. Because it did seem to change every single time you loaded in the game, and it would fluctuate between like some crazy number and then some tiny number. Right? Strange. Shiny hunting day. Thank you very much. Make the best videos. Appreciate that. There are lots of very good content creators out there, so you've always got to keep your game up if you can do. But I think we're in a dead spot, actually. A signal. Yeah. I think we're back. I have no way of telling. I have no idea what's happening right now. It just decided to freeze on me. I hope we're back now. Tony TM, thank you. Middle finger stout, love it. What is going on? There's a very problematic signal area there, which is really annoying. And also, I've just lost my route. Come on. The connection's so poor, I can't even see my own readout. YouTube hasn't loaded it. So you're going to have to really bear with me on this one, because I have no idea what you guys are even seeing. Usually I have a little window, so I can actually tell. But rest assured, we're trying to look at solutions that mean we don't have to live stream using this phone, because, yeah, it's driving me as mad as it's driving you guys. This is pathetic. Honestly, it feels like every single time. Stop pausing the route! What is this game? Or more likely, this phone. Honestly. I'm literally here. For Christ's sake. Oh my god. I don't even... Oh my god. I can't move from this spot without the route stopping. What is going on? This is hopeless. Right, now I need to run away. Oh my god. I'm actually stuck in this place. I actually can't move from this location. Right, now I've resumed the route. Okay, at this point it's not even worth it. Seriously, it can't even register it. That's really annoyed me. It literally wouldn't let me leave a spot. Do you know, folks, I think if we can get something working with live streaming using the iPhone, I'm going to have a little chat with some other creators, see what's going on. Shall we do a celebratory send-off for this Fold 3 and snap it in half? Seriously? Like, let's do a nice... You served your purpose very well for the first year, and then the second year of your life you were nothing but problematic. Set it on fire. Maybe we'll do a social media poll. How do we destroy this Samsung Fold 3? That'd be quite good. But let's make sure we can set up live streaming on the iPhone first, shall we? I think that's a good idea. Leon, you don't want this Fold, trust me. You don't want this Samsung Fold 3. It's honestly one of the most troubled devices I've ever come across in my life. I think it's the issue of split screen. It's not even overheating, that's the thing. It genuinely, it just drops service. Like, it doesn't actually register the data from the SIM card properly. We've done some tests, we've even wiped the phone completely, reset everything, downloaded minimal versions of apps and tried all kinds of things with Francesco, and it just doesn't do anything. It's just constantly an issue. Like that whole thing there, it just randomly decides, do you know what, I'm not going to connect to the internet. Let's not do it. Elan, I'll definitely drop you a message when it comes to streaming on iPhone. This is just getting mental. I'm having to like flight mode off or on again. Like, this is just so bad. I feel like, yeah, we've got to make sure. It's one of the reasons I'm not live streaming Popular Community Day, by the way. You may have noticed if you check the live stream schedule on social media. Oh my god, I don't even understand what's going on. I don't know. It's spawning Pokemon. This is something. I hope you guys can at least hear me. But yeah, I'm not streaming Poplio Community Day because I don't want the issue of exactly what we had at Lytton Community Day when we went over to Oxford. There were so many signal problems. We could barely live stream and I lost a whole hour of the Community Day. So I thought, do you know what? I'm not going to risk it. The phone is already on its last legs. It can barely handle a spot hour. So we're going to make a nice video out of the full 3 hours for Poplio. That's for sure. Oh, we have a second shiny though. Very nice. This is very like Mankey last week. Look at that, second shiny. 345 CP. I think we found a new way to play. Super casually and you get the shinies. That's real nice. We had 2 shiny Mankey last week. Now we've got 2 shiny Magnemite. In fact, we're going to take a pause on a bench and have a little look-see. And yes, it is Magnemite Spotlight Hour. Dead 0 star once again. But 7133 on the old encounters. Honestly, not very many encounters, but hey, second shiny Magnemite for the evening. Deserve that shiny after what happened earlier. Just have signal problems, then you get shinies. That's the way to go, apparently. What is... I feel like there's a million insects crawling on my legs for some reason. What's going on? Thank you, people, for the congrats. I certainly wasn't expected. Really wasn't expecting a double shiny Spotlight Hour. Let's check the grunts here, though. Water Treacherous. If that's Omanite, Shadow Shiny potential, go for the hat trick now. It may be worth it. We'll see if we can do it. Secret Gamer, I'm afraid not. Couple of things. Trading has to be done locally within 100-meter distance of each other. So that's one thing. Second of all, we're live streaming Magnemite Spotlight Hour, not live streaming Let's Trade randomly. And also, Patreon perk is being on the friends list. Ultimate Elite, hello from LA, or should I say a very good morning to you. Lovely to have you tuning in. How's it going? We're, well, I would say going for our 3rd shiny Magnemite tonight, but I don't think we're going to get a 3rd shiny. That would be way too much to expect. 2 is already insane, considering these are very much full odds ratios. There's no boost on Spotlight Hours for shiny rates unless it's a perma boosted shiny. Can we get this thing in the bowl? Da, da, da. Yeah, true, it's only halfway actually, Alicia K. I've just noticed, yeah. 25 minutes still to go. Okay, let's give this a bash. Let's see if it's going to be a Omanite. And the numero uno thing to do is get Katana in there. Which one do we pick? Let's go for that. Then we need a nice Zekrom with Fusion Bolt. And then we'll throw our buddy in there. Let's go. See if it's going to be a Shadow Shiny potential or something terrible. Okay, it could be Shadow Shiny. That's okay. Let's give it a bash. See if it goes purple. Because bear in mind, last week we had a shiny Pikachu from Field Research to make it 3 shinies on the Spotlight Hour, which is rather good. It was a rather shiny filled week, to be honest with that one. Easy takedown. If you have a decent Katana with Razor Leaf, these water type grunts are just done. Super easy to take them down. Let's see, some Shadow Shiny potential. Not the nice sort of magenta-y purple. So let's get it caught and move on swiftly. Dead. Love it. Dead 1 star. Right, let's get back to some catches, shall we? Moving on swiftly. A bit of quick catch action. By the way, I appreciate all of you for sticking around and hanging on with these terrible signal problems we have rocking and rolling with this phone. Over all of these last, many months actually. Sticking with, really appreciate it. Because it's not easy. It's not easy to sit through a hideously pixelated live stream. Now it's ground type, so we're going to go with katana. And because mostly it's now Flygon and stuff. That's the annoying thing, is I still have to set up all the teams on Samsung. Let's go! We love Shadow. Oh, Shiny Omanite is one of my favourites. It's a nice little Shadow Shiny, definitely. Unfortunately, this is a Alolan Diglett. I was rather hoping it would be Drillbur, but it's not. So a bit of a shame. BT Grinds, good to see you. Welcome into the stream. We've actually managed to bag 2 shiny Magnemite somehow. 2 shiny Magnemite while taking it incredibly chilled. Sounds nice. Cicatrix. Enjoy. Enjoy the cold can and relax. We got ourselves a nice little weather boosted old Alolan Diglett. What's actually funny, peeps, is I noticed, like, you guys would have, if you saw the 24-hour challenge, you know we would have been taking the rocket grunts rather seriously through that whole thing. If I show you the shadows that we got, so we got this on the, I didn't check this at the time, it was a Goku Bad Shadow 98 on the 24-hour challenge. We got this purifiable Hundo, Rattata, which I did make mention of in the 24-hour challenge. You obviously know about the 93 Shadow Dratini that we got, but I didn't notice beforehand we got that. I don't think Alolan Dugtrio is anything to be shouting about, but we had some really decent shadow luck on that 24-hour sesh. I mean, considering how many grunts we actually did was pretty solid. And this phone's already giving me problems again. We've got full 5G and it's still being a problem. Decent shadow wins. The decent shadow wins. I've got to love a shadow, a decent IV shadow for sure. But what are people's plays for the upcoming season, or the particular events in question? Because all the Gen 8 wave that's being available, there's some good stuff to go. Are you going to go chasing the wild spawns? Are you going to go hunting the field research tasks? Or are you going to be hatching some eggs? What do we think? I think I'm going to go chasing some field research, to be honest. The only problem is that Dreepy is only in either 10km eggs or a very rare wild spawn. So we're going to have to really hope for that one. You're going to purify your Rattata. To be honest, Quincy, good to see you first and foremost. I probably would transfer it. I got to be honest. I have quite a few Hundo Rattata from over the years anyway. It's not really prime, you know. Cello, welcome to the stream. And Pokerette, lovely to see you. How are you? Got a couple of grunts up this way, which we can just check. That will be a Johto starter. Actually, from what I've seen, Shadow Free Alligator and regular Free Alligator should be good in the next generation of PvP. It's Chikorita. Right, we're exiting that one. Get out of the grunt. Have they announced the next Shadow Legendary? Oh, for September. No, they haven't. They have not, I think. I wonder if they're going to do yet another cycle of the beasts, because it felt like the legendary shadow birds were in 3 rotations, but that's because of how Articuno was done to start with. Articuno was in there for 3 months, then they finally brought in the other ones. But they haven't. Have they done? They haven't done a proper. Oh, it's a Magnemite again. Let's go. Shadow shiny, perhaps.
Yeah, in Australia there's very much more like they try and produce. Like,
They haven't officially put that out there, I think. Because I wonder if they're going to have Shadow Suicune for... Because obviously this weekend is when the thing switches over, but the season technically starts on the next Tuesday, which some people say was a bit confusing, but they've actually done that for the last couple of seasons. So this time last year, Welcome to Paldea started on the 5th of September, not the 1st. And Season of Alola actually started, I think, on like the 2nd or the 4th or something, way back in 2022. So they tend to start new seasons on a Tuesday, which is why it's not the 1st of September, it's the 3rd. But we'll have to have a little look see. I think we'll have Suicune for this weekend. And then we'll have to see for whatever it is, the 7th and 8th. But bear in mind we have a raid event as well. We actually have a raid a raid day listed for September the 8th. I'm wondering what that could be. Cat Enjoyer, welcome to the stream. And it's a Magnemite, but not Shadow Shiny, and I don't think it's 100% either. That's okay. Congrats again on the shiny scuba tube. Oh, thanks again, Elan. Seriously, that was the invite that finally popped on through and brought some sparkle luck. If I hadn't been feeling a bit unwell, I probably could have got the shiny in the 24-hour challenge, but that's just how it goes. But I'm very pleased to have picked it up in the end. And the fact that it has a nice little geotag, it has a different geotag, which I always appreciate. And the fact that that will always stay in my account with your name on it, I'm a big fan of that. Something comes from a remote raid invite or an egg hatch or something, and I can name it after the person who sent it. Love that. Really love that aspect. Quincy with a Shadow Hundo Cyndaquil. Nice. That is actually a really, really solid Pokemon. Congratulations. Hopefully you can either wait to evolve it to get Blast Burn, or, I mean, Elite TM, maybe? Charlie Lucy, lovely to see you. How's it going? Popping into what is very similar to last week's Spol Hour stream, where we had a very relaxed attitude to everything, but somehow had good sparkle lucks. We've had 2 shiny Magnemite tonight, and we've barely done a lap of the park. We've also got ourselves another grunt. What's it going to be? Could be Totodile. I don't know. It is a Totodile. If you can get a decent one for Great League, it's alright, but been in most of the stream. I don't know, have I missed you? Have I missed you in the chat? If I have, Charlie, so I'm really sorry. That's me just being a blind, blithering idiot. I've probably actually already acknowledged. Probably acknowledged your messages and just somehow forgot. I'm sorry about that. Easily done. The way Scuba Tube waddles on the map. I have to try that out actually, because I did manage to get 100%er from a nice little trade, which is great. So never got the hundo from research or raids, but did pick it up thankfully from a nice little trade session. So it's on the list to Best Buddy. There's a lot of things on the list of Best Buddy. Many hundo Pikachus of various costumes. Is Typhlosion useful? In terms of DPS, it's not a bad Pokemon. It's not the best. Shadow variant's okay. It's nothing compared to, I think, Shadow Blaziken. Probably better. Yeah, streaming, reading, playing Pokemon Go, and it all gets mishmashed together with awful phone signal and problems like that. Incense, maybe not. What was this? JJ, welcome to the stream. For some reason, during Spot Hour, Milo's using a charge to... Oh, okay, yeah, because last week we tried a few GBL battles because we were doing the Pikachu quests. This time we were actually doing a little bit of Rocket, a little bit of Team Rocket. Actually, to be honest, I'm very tempted to go and do that Shadow Cranidos. Shadow Cranidos is a very good Pokemon. Very usable as well. Zilo, welcome to the stream. Pogo Joshi, welcome in as well. Lovely to have you joining us. And let's check that grunt. There's a couple of grunts around. I'd rather go chasing those, to be honest.
Yes.
Psychic grunts? No, they used to be good. Now they're very much not. Not the best and not the worst. Exactly, Quincy. There are better ones available, but it's not bad to add it to a fire team, you know? Catherine, welcome to the stream. Yes, we've had a Shadowlug tonight. Is double shiny Magnemite somehow. Much like Mankey last week, I had 2 shinies of each. Which is kind of wild. Without even trying. We've not really been grinding for this because we've been stopping. Done a raid to start with. Had the phone signal problems. Done some Team Rocket on the side. Had the route glitch. All kinds of things. In fact, we're going to exit the Walpole Park now. Ghost. That's alright. Kevin, a good evening to you. How are you doing? The Shadow Darumaka is still somewhat common. Yes, I do find Cyndaquil Shadow coming from the grunts for fire a lot more frequently, but you can still find Darumaka. That's the thing, is a decent IV Shadow Darumaka. That's what I'd really be chasing. That's for sure. Ugh. A little bit of quick catch issues. There we go. Come on. Gonna go along here, do the Shadow Cranidos raid. James Braden, welcome to the stream. First time welcoming to the stream. Good to have you with us. Love your videos, watch while I work. Well, glad to hear I can be entertaining. Thank you very much for the support, watching the videos and everything. There should be some very good stuff coming up when we've got the new season rocking and rolling. Honestly, I'm very excited for that one. Because this month of August seemed to really kind of peter out, really. Because they got GoFest, like, it's a weird one. 2022, the GoFests were quite nicely spaced out, I think. And then 2023, everything was right at the end. August was almost like every single weekend there was a GoFest or a community day. And then this year, it seemed everything happened really early. And then once we got Global GoFest done, August just seemed to be a little bit flat. So it's kind of, this season's really petered out. But I'm really, really excited for all of the Gen 8 stuff to come to the game. And Dynamax, that will be starting on the 10th, I think. And trying to work in some awesome plans for it. It's going to be great. For a breath of fresh air in terms of the content and new battle mechanics and new things to collect. There's max out shards or something like that. So it's going to be good. What's this? My last really good shadow is a 98 Darumaka. Telepathy. I'm jealous. Very jealous. That is a solid shadow Pokemon. Very nice. JD, to be fair, quite appreciate having a slow month after all the GoFest stuff. There is something to be said for a slow month, but I feel it's almost worse with this last event, which I need to talk about it on the podcast, because the way they've structured it all is they've made these triple global challenges the event. So if you complete the global challenges, then you unlock more of the event. But that in itself, getting people to get going is actually quite tricky, particularly when there's nothing else going on in the game apart from boosted rocket grunts, and they go, hey, go and battle 75 million grunts. There really should be an event with global challenge included, not just the sole focus of it. And I think that's why we're so far down the road of, trying to get, we've only just completed one global challenge, and now we've got to hatch 20 million eggs of general rubbish to then unlock the bonus of hatching specific 7-kilometer eggs. And you think, I'm not personally going to waste my incubators on hatching, particularly with Gen 8 coming around the corner. I want to hatch 10-kilometer eggs for Dreepy. That's my plan. We have fresh grunts in and everything like that. Fantastic. An excellent throw for a pineapple berry. That's a terrible quest. Very strange. We've got some fresh peeps joining the chat. Hey, welcome in. New faces. Lovely to have peeps joining us. Congrats, Jamie, on getting your shiny Boswell from the makeup research. I saw quite a lot of success on that one, actually. Really good to see. I think I saw Chaz getting 2 shinies. Francesco grabbed another Hundo Necrozma, which is crazy. I saw Tackle Man got a Shundo Circuitry from the research, which is just insane. I will say, I had some fortune on mine, but nothing crazy. Ghost. This is like the last 7 minutes of Spol Hour, and I'm more focused on what the grunts are. What grunts are available to us? Bug could be Shadow Shiny. Special Pokemon 7-kilometer eggs at the moment, aren't they? I thought they were unlocked once we completed the challenge. Let's trial and test it, because if they are, then it just seems a bit weird, because we've got half egg distance active now. Okay, apparently we're not going to trial it out because my game is saying I don't have a friends list. There we go. Right, let's try and get a gift from Guillem, who I know is in Brazil, I think, at the moment. Yes. Okay, now we can check. If they're active now, that wasn't how it was listed on the article. Oh wow, they're active now, are they? Oh my goodness me. I thought they were just full of terrible rubbish. Just the boost for the eggs and the dust and the XP we unlock. I'd need to double check that, because the way it was listed and read before made it seem like we had to hatch 20 million eggs to then unlock the egg perks. Strange. Okay, Water's the Treacherous. We'll do this and see how it's going on this one. First Shundo is out there somewhere someday. It'll happen. Trust. Telepathy. It will happen at some point. We've got a damn Tortuga. That's not what we're going after. And all the eggs are for JK or Slugma. That was expected. Slugma and Litleo, I expect, will be the really common ones, unfortunately. Come on, Hundo Zeki. Fantastic. Oh, we should have really had Katana listed for this one. Oh dear, oh dear. Have a look in the research tab. It'll say that the bonus is active at the moment. I'll have to have a little look now. That's just not how I remember reading it when we read it out last week on the podcast, but maybe because we were reading the infographics, and the infographics typically are incorrect versus the articles. So, that is what it is. It won't encourage me, let's say, to just go hatching 7-kilometer eggs anyway. I'm not going to do it, personally. Just not really worth the burning of the incubators, because yeah, incubators are expensive, people. Expensive in-game items. Joshua, welcome to the stream, where we've kind of petered off from checking Magnemites for shinies, and now we're just sort of seeing if there are grunts. 32 star. Could be worse, could be better. So, Instinct Global Challenge. Okay, so yeah, half egg distance and featured Pokemon in 7-kilometer eggs. Then I guess the perks are coming afterwards. So really the perk of completing the Instinct Challenge is actually just unlocking the Mystic one. If we think about it. Because realistically, it doesn't matter if we're hatching, what is it, not half egg distance, we've got that right now. I mean, double hatch Stardust, I think, is another perk or something. My Griffin, Samsung phone just went from 30% to 15%. They do that. They do have that drop off of battery power. Okay, we're going to do the grunt for Ghost, because it could give a Shadow Shiny Sableye, perhaps. Giratina, and then we'll go for Yveltal. Where's my lovely Shundo? There it is. And then Managanadel. Fabulous. This might be how we finish the stream, people, with a bit of rocket grunt action, but that's all good. That's what I thought. Then we unlock the dust and XP for hatching. But then it's like you unlock the bonuses to hatch more eggs. I think that might be where I got my wires crossed on that one. I don't personally see the appeal. It's the fact that it then unlocks, obviously, the free research, which is great. We get the catch card, Instinct, Team Instinct, Elekid costume, and we'll unlock the Mystic Challenge. And the Mystic Challenge, I think, is by far and away the best. You know, free field research tasks. That's quality for some good Pokemon. But it's going to be so late in the event, because the event finishes in a couple of days. There's like 4 days, 3 days or something. Mad. Crazy. Okay, Frostlass. We're going to have to go with Ominous Wind on this one, because Spotlight is going to finish in a minute. It's going to finish in a minute. Take it down. 3 days, 14 hours. It'd be so weird to like go through and be like, this event, we're going to unlock everything for it in the last day. Ooh, weather boosted. 407. Let's see if he's going to be good. Yeah, Joshua, Discord, fantastic community to go to if you can get access into Discord. There is a link for it. That's a dead 1-star. There's a link for it in the Nightbot commands, but there's also the way through. If you go through the description of the live stream, it should have a link in there too. There's a lot of bug ones. These all three. No, there's a ghost one. We'll give the ghost one another go, people, just to finish up the stream. But I will say, people, and there's a lot of fresh people into the channel, which is lovely to see. Thank you for joining. We will be live streaming tomorrow for Xerneas Raid Hour. And it's the second time Xerneas is having its Raid Hour, which is always great. And there's a chance for you guys to come and join and raid with me. So what you need to do is head over to the community tab on my YouTube channel, where I've posted the live stream schedule for the week, and if you comment on that with your in-game name and your friend code, that will be the way to get added. So a couple of people have already done it, which is great, but I always like to add some people for the raid hour and see if we can pass on some shiny or hundo luck. Last week seemed to be very fruitful. Plenty of shinies floating around. We got 2 ourselves, and somebody else nabbed a hundo. I think it was MTG Banana from memory for the Xerneas. Oh, we got the attack boost. Lovely stuff. Shall do that. Already got 3 shiny deers that need a good IV one. Fingers crossed that we can deliver. So maybe the shiny Xerneas can come through on that one. Right, this will be the final grunt before we finish up the stream. Drifloon, I don't know if Drifloon has any play in anything or something like that. It's only 2-star. Anyway, Magnemite wise, tonight was actually quite good. Shiny, 2 of them. Oh, I just spoiled everything. Sorry. I always do that whenever I search age 0 or whatever. That's why I do it, but it would have showed anything anyway. Oh dear. Anyway, Magnemite wise, we didn't see very many, I've got to be honest. Less than 200 seen, 2 shinies, which is kind of wild. Let's do a little 4-star search. No Hundo, and yeah, no Nundo either, apart from the Mankey last week. So, well, there we go. That is the Spotlight Hour completed, people. Absolutely fantastic, despite all of the signal problems and stuff like that. 2 shiny Magnemite is very much more than I could have asked for. So, thank you very much for joining, people, and sticking through the signal problems. I know they're really annoying, but we are going to work on a solution, and hopefully we can wave goodbye to the Samsung that there should be another word included in the Samsung's name, and it ends in S, begins with S, ends in T, and isn't soot or suit. Let's just say that. So hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you for joining. New subscribers, if you're here, thank you very much. A big shout out to the mod squad, who really do help me out, particularly with the problematic Samsung and all the issues there, keeping you guys aware that the stream hasn't failed. We're just having technical problems. So I hope I'd see you all tomorrow for a bit of Xerneas action, maybe some shiny luck, and I wish you all a good evening and a good day, and take care.